Hello and welcome to my predictions video for WWE Backlash 2016. Now, over the course of today, I've been uploading a couple of videos of WWE 2K16 simulations of the matches, so be sure to go and check those out to see the full matches of who the game thinks will win. But just to keep it interesting, I'm going to go over the results that the game gave me and compare them to what I think will happen. I'm going to have a little bit of a competition between me and the game, see who wins. So, first match I'm going to cover, straight into it. The Intercontinental Championship, Miz versus Ziggler. The game, I think, I'm doing this all off memory, the game predicted a win for the Miz. And I've got to say I agree. I don't see why they would have Miz drop the title in this match, unless something happens like Bryan costing Miz the match. But since Bryan isn't cleared to compete at the moment, or ever, I don't think, then I don't see the point in that, to be honest. Keep the tension going by all means, but just as like a side thing, don't make it the main story around the title. So I think Miz wins, probably with some help from Maurice, something like that, you know, the usual, and so does the game, so we agree on that one. Now, the next match is going to be the last chance match in the tag team title tournament, which is interesting the way they're going with this. I mean, I know they managed to turn the Usos heel, but apparently the injury to Chad Gable is a work. It's not a legit injury. He's not really out of action. It's just this was all part of the story for this to happen, which makes the tournament a little bit futile. Having someone who's already lost to one of the finalists end up in the final again seems a bit silly. You know, it seems like something they've rushed together for a legit injury, but apparently it's not. Anyway, it's the Usos who are freshly heel turned against the Hype Bros. The game picked the Hype Bros to win, and I disagree. I don't see the point in turning the Usos heel to have them immediately lose their first match as heels. It just saps all the momentum out and sort of defeats the point of the whole process. The Hype Bros lost to the team of Heath Slater and Rhino, who are in the final now. So what's the point in then having a rematch between them? The whole point of the Usos taking out American Alpha was so that they could get into the final in their place. So I think they will. So there's our first disagreement. The game thinks the Hype Bros, I think the Usos. Who do you think? Let me know all of your predictions in the comment section down below so we can get the conversation going. The next match I'm going to cover is going to be the final. I don't think they'll go on back-to-back, but I'm going to cover them back-to-back anyway. The game actually thinks the Hype Bros are going all the way and winning the tag titles. Personally, I think if that was the plan, they would have won their semi-final. I've got to side with Slater and Rhino. Slater's far too entertaining for them to not finally give him that contract, unless that's the plan, is to just keep him quote-unquote uncontracted for the longest time. But I think Slater and Rhino win the final against the Usos, whereas the game thinks the Hype Bros, who I don't even think will be in the match, are going to win. So, again, let me know who you think is going to win, who you're agreeing with here, but I'm going Slater and Rhino to win. Next, I'm going to cover the six-pack challenge for the women's title. Now, the obvious winners here are Becky Lynch or Carmella or Nikki Bella. Most people say, what, Carmella? Obviously. She's actually involved in a storyline, so she's had a lot of attention on her, so I would call her an obvious winner. I'd say Alexa Bliss and Naomi and Natalya are kind of the outsiders because they're just kind of floating around this six-woman feud, whereas Carmella and Nikki actually have like a one-on-one feud going. But I think that's actually, well, first of all, the game predicted Becky Lynch to win, and I did the match in a Hell in a Cell because that was the only way of having a non-elimination six-person match. So, that'd be interesting if they added a Hell in a Cell. I don't think they're going to. Don't take that seriously. But yeah, Becky Lynch won, and honestly, I think Carmella and Nikki are gonna somehow take each other out of the running. You know, get too distracted by how much they apparently hate each other, and I think Becky Lynch finally picks up the gold, finally gets the win that everyone seems to think she deserves so richly. Okay, last two matches, the two kind of main events, if you like. The first one, Orton against Wyatt. Now, it's an interesting one. The game, first of all, went with Bray Wyatt winning, so that's what the game thinks. However, I can't quite make my mind up about this. I'm still sort of deciding as I talk right now. Obviously, they've got Orton Lesnar 2 coming up, so you want to book Orton strong, so people going to that show could actually believe he has a chance of beating Lesnar. However, is that top of their priorities? Because it's not a televised match. The only reason I really know about that is because the arena announced it. I think it's the Chicago All-State Arena announced it, and therefore the internet's been buzzing about it, Twitter's been buzzing about it. So, you know, I don't think it's really WWE that have made the hype for that match. It's just, you know, it's just a house show. I don't think they're broadcasting it on the network. It's the night before Clash of Champions, if I remember rightly, or maybe 2 nights before or something. But it's that weekend, so they've deliberately kept it off the pay-per-view and put it on a house show, so I don't know if it'll be that important. There is the argument that Bray Wyatt really needs to start picking up some big, high-profile wins. You know, he's got a great character, great promo work, he has really good matches. From a sort of kayfabe point of view, he's not very successful. You know, he always talks a big game and then loses. I was gonna, when I started this video, I think I was gonna side with Orton, but actually, I'm gonna go with Wyatt to pick up. Although Orton's not big because he got mauled by Lesnar. Tough one. Right, final answer, Orton. Orton needs to pick up the win to just get back to where he was supposed to be, because he came back, they made a big deal out of his comeback, and then he just got absolutely mauled by Lesnar. If he'd have put up a good fight against Lesnar, I think I probably would side with Wyatt here, but I'm going to say maybe Wyatt should win, but I think Orton will win. So that's my prediction. Again, let me know in the comment section what you think. Final match, main event, WWE World Championship. I believe we've dropped the heavyweight now, haven't we? It's Dean Ambrose against AJ Styles, which has potential to be a good match. Dean Ambrose, if you're watching this, which you're not, please don't phone this one in. The match against Ziggler I really didn't enjoy. Let's make this one a really good one. It's pretty hard to have a bad match against AJ Styles, but if you want some tips, ask Chris Jericho, because I didn't enjoy their matches. There's a controversial opinion for you. Give me some grief in the comment section down below, but no, I just didn't think their matches were up to much. The game, I believe, picked AJ Styles to win the title. And I disagree. I think Ambrose retains it. I think Styles is going to get the title. I just don't think it happens tonight. I think there's 2 guaranteed new champions because there's 2 vacant titles at the moment. So that's enough in terms of new champions for the night. And I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it'll be like a really, really, really close finish. They might even do a dodgy draw finish or something. But I just feel like Ambrose is leaving with the title. I'll be chuffed if Styles loses the title, don't get me wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong. But this is one of those matches where I'd be happy no matter who wins, because just having Dean Ambrose against AJ Styles for the world title on a pay-per-view is just something we probably didn't think we'd see a couple of years ago. So, you know, I'm going to go with Ambrose to leave with the title, though. That's my final prediction. I don't know how they're going to go about it without cutting Styles' momentum, because obviously that's the big issue, is cutting that momentum. But I just feel like this isn't the time they're going to take the belt off Ambrose. It's just the way the rest of the show is shaping up with the 2 vacant titles. I don't see the need to have another title change. They may do. Great if they do, you know, absolutely, go for it. But I don't think they will. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, who you think is going to win out of me in the game with predictions, because as far as I can see, we've got 2 matches that we agree on, and 4 that we disagree on. So potentially it could still be a draw, even though we've got a lot of disagreement, because out of the 4 disagreements I could be right too and the game could be right too. But let me know who you think is going to win, me or the game, in the comment section down below. And let me know your own predictions and why. If you've got time to type out a bit of a longer comment, let me know why you think think certain people are going to win. Let's start a bit of a discussion. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time.